Hey, all right. So I am about to head out for a little bit, but before I go, I want to introduce to you Bruno. Bruno is my latest cat sit. Bruno, you want to say hi to the people? Hold on a second. I'll introduce you to Bruno. Hey, Bruno. Say hi to the people. Hi. Hi, everybody. I am Bruno, and I am taking a nap, and she is interrupting my flow. Exactly. All right, so it's pretty much the end of January now, and I turned 50 at the beginning of this month, and I decided, you know what? This year I'm gonna go on tour. I mentioned it a little bit in a previous video, but this is gonna be the year of the 50 tour. And one of the things that I learned about myself while I've been sitting quietly and just trying to figure out exactly what I want, because remember when we talked about that before as well, I realized that I don't want to hop and jump and skip to many places just to say that I've been to many places. I want to take my time as I journey and I travel and ultimately end up in my final destination at the end of the year on December 31st in Japan, right? So we're going to talk about that later, but I want to say that I am greatly inspired by a lot of these younger YouTubers, such as this young lady, Miss Slow Travels. So check out her channel because she gives you a lot of helpful tips about financing and helping you try to figure out the money aspect and how to move and if this is the right move for you. So check her out. Very good information. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you clips from older Starlet and some of her shenanigans and her trying to find some mischief. I don't know if she found mischief, but I'm about to take off because it's time for football. So, hey, older Starlet, come on in, girl. I gotta go. I'll catch up with you later. Okay, thank you so much for coming back. I'm back with Sherwanda because we were having such a fantastic conversation about travel. Now, for those of you who do not know, travel is my love language. And then I met another woman who shares in that same sentiment. So we were talking about Japan.
Yes.
And you were telling me that you taught English in Japan, about 25 miles away from Tokyo.
Yes.
And you had your people, they came and sort of adopted you.
Yes.
And they would invite you over. So tell us how you came about being in Japan.
So my husband decided to take a job over there. So
Okay, pause. She is not single and not available. I know you see all this chocolateness.
Oh my God.
But she is not available. She just told you she's married. Okay, don't be in my comments talking about holler back at me. Okay, all right, continue.
So he got this opportunity to go, and I said, "Yeah, that's great for you. You know, I'll be here when you get back.
Oh, really?
I will be here. You go enjoy. I'll see you in 6 months. You know, you fly here, I fly there. It's perfect." And then he went, and he says, "You have to come. You'll love it." I go, "No, I'm good. I was living my best life in San Antonio, where it's sun and 70 all the time. I loved it. So I didn't want to go, and then I said, well, let me try." And I went to the library, and I got this DVD, and I popped it in, and I thought, I kept rewinding. What did she say? What did she say? I don't know. I can't function because, you know, I've never been a foreigner. You visit for a couple of days, but to live and to immerse yourself in the culture, I was just thinking, how would I survive when I don't speak the language?
Was that your hang up? The language?
Is that I couldn't learn the language. I
so
tried.
that was your...
That was my biggest fear is that.
Okay.
And then I thought about family. Like, well, how long is the flight? Oh, it's 14 hours. I'm the person, 4 hours. I'm like, oh my God, are we there yet? Are we there yet? I'm like the kids. I love to fly. I love to go. But I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get off and touch the ground. So the flight was, I got used to it because I kept coming back so often. But 14-hour flights from Tokyo to Chicago to visit family. And after a while, I got used to the flights. Because you don't have to sit the whole time on the international flights. You get to stand up and walk and stand in the back. It's not like the domestic flights. So I got used to it.
Okay, so did you ever venture away from, you said 25 miles away from Japan. So you
So you guys had your own place. You had an apartment or a home.
We had an apartment first, and then we got a townhouse.
Okay. So how do you go about getting? Were you a resident or were you just on a visa?
Was a guest. I was a guest.
Okay.
A guest in their country. Yeah.
Okay.
We were there for a limited time only.
Okay, on a work visa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So how does that work? How does a person go about getting a work visa in Japan?
Well, I went off of him because I was his spouse. But my understanding is like a lot of jobs, like because I wanted to go back, a lot of people they do these big tours and they look for Americans and they interview you here, usually Seattle, San Francisco, like the big cities.
Yeah.
And they will give you a work visa and you sign a contract and they pay for your flight over there and they pay for your flight back to visit. Yeah, so it's up to you to talk to the company, but a lot of companies will give you a work visa.
Okay. So I am working on my exodus from nursing.
Okay.
We talked about this.
Yes, we did.
So my goal and my objective for the first quarter of this year is to leave nursing, break up with nursing, in my toxic relationship, in my abusive relationship with nursing. Sever the ties. All right. And so I want to pivot into tech sales. So I'm applying for sales development representative, business development representative, those kind of roles, right? Fully remote from anywhere in the world, not just the USA. So I would love to spend some time in Japan. So I am looking at companies that are US based that will allow me to work from anywhere. And Japan is one of those spots. So what you're telling me is that I need to speak and communicate with the companies that I'm applying for and let them know this is my intention. I want to spend some time here, whether it be Japan or Scotland, because y'all know I love redheads.
Okay, let's go to Scotland too. Let's go.
My dear. I've never been abroad.
Well, we will go. We'll start with a baby trip if you want. We'll do British Columbia first if you want. But then, you go to Mexico. You have a whole world out there, There's a whole world.
I don't know why you're threatening me with a good time right now.
Let's do it. It's a new year. Let's go embrace the world.
All right. Thank you all for watching.
All right, guys. So I met this very cool guy named Cameron. He is my photographer, and he brought me here to take some fabulous pictures of me. So this is Cameron. He has been introducing me to some mischief. A little bit of the mischief is something about a gum wall.
It's disgusting.
I will show you the gum wall, okay? Cameron, this is the end of our relationship.
It is. I'm sad. I don't want that.
Oh my gosh, I had so much fun. It was wonderful meeting you. I would love to do this again as I exit Seattle.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Let's do it.
All right. Cameron, do me a favor. Tell people where they can find you if they want to have a wonderful photography Seattle experience.
If you're looking, look on Airbnb and search photo shoots in Seattle. You'll be able to find it, or you can find me at Cameron Thompson Photography on Instagram.
Love it. Yes. Thanks, Cameron. That rice looks so good. I love rice. No, I love rice. It's very tempting. Very tempting. All your stuff has meat in it. You have a vegetable? Which one is vegetable? I didn't see it. Seriously? But it's got egg in it. So listen, at some point, I'm gonna have to make a decision going forward if I'm gonna continue with this wholly plant-based lifestyle, because I am no longer vegan. Because vegan incorporates a whole thing where you're not consuming or wearing any animal products, and real talk, my car has leather seats. So I can't really call myself a vegan, and the vegans have let me know you are not a vegan.
Sometimes you eat vegetables. You are not a vegan. So with that being said, just moving forward, I have to figure out, because I know that when I go abroad, especially in Japan, there is a very, very limited possibility of me maintaining a plant-based diet. I could be wrong. I hope I am, but for the most part, I am going to stick as closely as I can to a whole food plant-based diet. So I am going to pass on this because I do see the eggs in it. And the last time I had eggs, now realizing that I had eggs because I thought it was tofu with some, what do you call that? I can't think of the spice, the yellow spice that makes tofu yellow. But anyway, I thought that's what it was, but it was egg, and my stomach was upset for hours.
All right, so the goal and the objective right now is just to, and I just want to say that in the last 12 years of me being in the healthcare profession, never once have I ever had the luxury of sitting and just being still and enjoying the taste of my food as I eat. I've always had to shovel the food down as quickly as possible, which is not good for your GI system, and then head back to work. So I am taking, even though this is the Mischief Tour, I'm very, very much being intentional and strategic in having the ease and being in every single moment that I can. So I'm gonna sit here in peace because my intent was to hurry up, finish this photo shoot, and then head off to a sports bar to watch my Saints game. The Saints are playing the Atlanta Falcons. I'm gonna miss the game. Why? Because I wanted to be in the moment. I wanted to be in the moment with Cameron. I wanted to enjoy the photo shoot and not rush through another thing. Like the majority, I feel like the last 20 years have been dedicated to me rushing through things, and I've been missing out on so many key components of what really makes joy. And I've gotten into this habit of having the foreboding joy. That's what Brene Brown coins it. And what that means is that I get into a space where I'm just loving life. I'm really just, thank you, God. This is what living is supposed to be. And because I'm in such a happy space, the next idea that comes down, that gets downloaded into me is, oh, okay, this is about to end. Because how dare you be happy? How dare you have joy? You're not supposed to have joy. And so then I spend time worrying about how soon the joy is going to leave me, so I can never really fully enjoy the joy. So right now, what I'm gonna do is get into this food. I think I just broke my tripod. I did. I just broke my tripod. Too much mischief right now. All right, back to me. That looked like fun. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did filming it. I love a good food. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with a friend. I really appreciate you tuning in. The 50 tour is gonna continue. Who knows what's gonna be in store, but what I do know for sure is that in order to have the life that you want, you have to be intentional and deliberate, and you have to craft and create exactly what you want. So in saying all that, I want to share with you, beautiful people who are watching, make sure that you seek peace, love, joy, gentleness, abundance, and ease, because it's your birthright and you deserve it. Until next time, bye.